Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Will Jones.
And I'm Pamela Osborne. We get right to that breaking news out of the Middle East. U.S. and Israeli officials, I should say Iran has launched more than 100 drones and dozens of missiles towards Israel. The attack comes weeks after a suspected Israeli airstrike on Iranian consulate in Syria's capital, which Iran vowed revenge for.
This is a constantly evolving situation, but what we know right now is that the drones and missiles could take several hours to reach Israel's airspace. The IDF also says it's working with the U.S. and regional partners to intercept the drones. Israel had been preparing for this attack. The country announced a few days ago it would close schools and limit gatherings to 1,000 people. However, those measures were to go into effect tomorrow.
As we speak, President Biden is meeting with his national security team on the Iranian attack on Israel. He arrived at the White House just a few minutes ago. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin and Secretary of State Antony Blinken are expected to attend that meeting.
Again, there are a lot of moving parts here, so we will keep you updated as we learn more on clickondetroit.com and later tonight on Local 4 News at 6.
New at 6.
Racing against the clock, hundreds lining up around the block for free tax help in downtown Detroit ahead of Monday's tax deadline. Hundreds of people stood in line for hours today to take advantage of free face-to-face assistance offered by the IRS.
Jacqueline Francis is live on this story for us tonight. Jacqueline, people were not happy about that long wait.
Right? I mean, that line was a doozy. And while everyone's gone home by now, the people we talked with this morning said that this is a sign of a bigger problem if all these people are needing tax help.
When you see a line like this, you think concert tickets, free food, anything but taxes. But that's what it was.
We sitting out here with kids. It's cold. It's messed up, man.
An around-the-block line of people in Detroit all waiting to get free tax help from the IRS Saturday morning.
This building had to have every employee here for all these people to be seen today.
The IRS put on the face-to-face assistance as the deadline for filing taxes is Monday. Many people in line said they were here to get their identity verified.
They froze my account, so I'm coming down here to verify. That's probably why this whole line out here, everybody coming out here to verify.
Everyone we talked with wanting to get their taxes sorted out so they'll receive their refund.
I'm gonna do what I gotta do to make sure that I get mine.
We reached out to the IRS to get their response to this overwhelming turnout. We are still waiting to hear back, although I can tell you that the IRS is holding another in-person, face-to-face assistance day, just one more. That will be on May 18th. It's a Saturday. Reporting live downtown, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
Thank you, Jacqueline. If you haven't filed your 2023 taxes yet, we want to take a second and show you some tips to help you file on time and avoid any penalties as well.
First thing to consider is everyone's taxes look different. However, the most common documents you will likely need to file are a W-2, a 1099 form, and a 1098 form. If you have a mortgage or student loan interest, the IRS offers tools to help you through the filing process, and tax software like TurboTax and H&R Block can help as well.
Experts say the worst thing you could do is not to file at all. And if you really need more time, anyone can file for an extension, but you have to do that by April 15th, which is Monday. That will give you until October 15th to file.
Bishop Thomas Gumbleton was often described as an icon and a visionary. He died earlier this month at the age of 94.
For decades, he fought passionately against war, poverty, and discrimination. The faithful flocked to his funeral mass today. Priya Mann has more from the Cathedral of the Most Blessed Sacrament in Detroit.
Cathedral doors opened at 9:30 this morning, and since then, hundreds have been making their way in to pay their final respects to Bishop Gumbleton as he lies in state.
This is my story. This is my soul.
A proper send-off for a life well lived.
You know, when people say to me, I'm sorry for your loss, especially those that are close to him, I'd say I'm sorry for our loss, because he was, yes, part of our family, but he was of the world. He was everybody's.
In 1968, Bishop Thomas Gumbleton became the youngest bishop in the country. And over his decades of ministry in Detroit and beyond, he impacted the lives of countless souls.
When you walk in his house, in the church house, you know you was welcome. So he was good to me, and he good to my family. He was a lovely man. He was funny, too.
Bishop Gumbleton's followers saw him as a man of the people and a visionary for a Catholic church that reached out to everybody.
I feel lost right now that he's gone, but the teachings that he left us with is etched in our hearts.
He was a fighter all the way, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, always was.
In social justice, economic justice, and on the
tennis court.
Right.
On the hockey rink.
Right, he was a fighter.
All the way through.
Right.
Yeah.
Bishop Gumbleton entered his final reward at 94 years, and his legacy lives on through love.
And he lived his life with integrity, and he was true to himself and to the gospel his whole life.
In baptism, Thomas received the sign of the cross. May he now share in Christ's victory over sin and death.
At the Cathedral of the Most Blessed Sacrament in Detroit, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
An investigation is underway in Warren after one man was shot and killed by police. It happened Friday afternoon during a domestic violence incident in the area of Ryan Road and Garber Drive. Investigators say when officers arrived to the scene, the man was assaulting family members. They say he then came out of the home and pointed a gun at police. The officers issued several warnings before opening fire. The man later died at the hospital. This investigation is ongoing, and police said they will release more information as it becomes available.
A man is on the run from police after he opened fire on corrections officers in the Lansing area Friday morning. The corrections officers were following 31-year-old Marcus Oglesby, who has warrants out for his arrest. Police say Oglesby fired shots out of his vehicle at officers before escaping on foot near a shopping complex. Later in the day, police surrounded a home on the city's west side thinking Oglesby was inside, but he was not. Police said they don't know if he got away on foot or if he returned back to his SUV after initially escaping from officers. He could be driving a black Jeep Patriot with the license plate number ERA 9231. If you see him, police say do not approach him and call 911.
The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says it's looking into the recent recall of Ford Bronco and Escape vehicles. The agency says the cars could have cracked fuel injectors that can cause gas leaks and ignite engine fires. Nearly 43,000 SUVs made in 2022 and 2023 are impacted. So far, no injuries have been reported. That investigation into Ford comes as more job cuts are announced at Stellantis. The layoffs impact more than 200 workers at a Detroit warehousing facility. We're told the workers are supplemental, meaning they are called to help cover shifts for regular full-time workers at facilities. Stellantis sent us this statement saying the cuts were being made to ensure its facilities are operating as efficiently as possible.
Take a moment to appreciate what Mother Nature has given us today. It is a beautiful day outside across Metro Detroit, whether you're working in the yard, going for a walk, or walking around downtown. It is a great night to do any and all of those things.
Just a gorgeous shot from our Windsor sky cam. Let's bring in Ron Hilliard now. And Ron, this weekend as a whole is shaping up to be a sunny one.
Well, Pamela, it is very nice out there. That's a big change from what we had yesterday. And I think we can all agree that the rain was useful, but the dry conditions, I'm sure no one's complaining about it. This is a look into Romulus, Detroit Metro Airport. The temperatures across the region are very comfortable out there, too, right around where they should be, even just above. We're in the lower 60s for much of the area with 64 in Detroit, 62 in Mount Clemens. We're at 58 in Sandusky. We're at 59 in Howell. Now, this is considerably warmer than we were at this time yesterday by 10 to 15 degrees out there. It's going to get even milder and warmer tomorrow. Clouds or radar showing that we are clear across the area here in southeast Michigan. But as we take a look at what's happening in the UP, there is an area of rain that is going to try to sweep into our area overnight, but a lot of people not getting it. Here's that action right there. It sweeps to the northern part of Metro Detroit. A few places getting it. We'll get a little bit more detail about the timing of it and when the rain gets out of here. That's all coming up.
Still ahead, jury selection for Donald Trump's New York criminal trial gets underway on Monday. See what could be the most challenging part of the trial for both the defense and prosecutors.
And see what sent shoppers at a mall in Sydney, Australia running for their lives. That's next.